Have you ever wondered if it's possible to train a crocodile to live in the same house with you? A thought that might have crossed your mind while observing the fascinating world of exotic pets. It's a realm where the unusual is ordinary and the extraordinary is just another day. It's a world that challenges the norms of pet ownership and pushes the boundaries of our understanding of the animal kingdom. Exotic pets, by their very nature, are not your typical cats and dogs. They're creatures that hail from habitats vastly different from our cozy living rooms. From the dense rainforests to the vast savannas and yes, even the murky swamps. They captivate us with their unique behaviors, their unusual appearances, and in some cases, their sheer size and power. Among these, the crocodile stands out. A creature that has been around since the time of the dinosaurs, it is both feared and revered. It's an animal that, despite its intimidating reputation, has found its way into the hearts and homes of a handful of daring individuals. And this brings us to the intriguing question: can you train a crocodile to live harmoniously in a human household? Training a pet is no small feat, let alone a crocodile. It is a task that demands patience, understanding, and respect for the animal's natural instincts and behaviors. It's a journey filled with challenges, from understanding the crocodile's basic needs to creating an environment that mirrors its natural habitat. This question takes us into uncharted territories, exploring the intricate dynamics between humans and one of nature's most powerful predators. It's a question that has sparked debates among animal lovers, intrigued researchers, and captivated the curious minds of those who dare to dream a little differently. To find out the answer, we've spoken to a variety of animal behavior experts and trainers. Their insights shed light on the fascinating world of crocodile training, the challenges it presents, and the unique bond that can form between a human and a crocodile. So, buckle up and get ready to delve into the intriguing world of living with a crocodile as a pet. Animal behaviorists and trainers have a lot to say on this topic. And indeed, it's a subject that invites a broad spectrum of viewpoints. Let's delve into some of these perspectives. On one side of the debate, we have those who believe it is possible to train a crocodile, albeit within certain limits. These experts argue that, like many animals, crocodiles can learn to associate certain behaviors with rewards. This is known as operant conditioning, a principle used widely in animal training. Some even go as far as to cite examples of crocodiles in captivity performing simple tasks or responding to their names, indicating a level of understanding and learning capacity. This group, however, is quick to clarify that training a crocodile doesn't equate to domesticating it. They emphasize that crocodiles are inherently wild creatures with instinctual behaviors that can't be fully suppressed or controlled. Therefore, even a trained crocodile should never be considered a safe or predictable pet. On the other hand, we have experts who staunchly oppose the idea. They argue that attempting to train a crocodile is not just dangerous, but also irresponsible. They point out that crocodiles are apex predators, equipped with a formidable arsenal of physical attributes designed for hunting and survival. To them, the risks involved in living with such a creature far outweigh any potential benefits of training. Moreover, they express concerns about the animal's welfare. They argue that a crocodile, being a complex and highly adapted creature, has specific needs that can't be adequately met in a domestic environment. They believe that keeping a crocodile as a pet is likely to cause the animal significant stress and can lead to serious behavioral issues. There's also a third group of experts who adopt a more cautious stance. They neither outright support nor reject the idea, but emphasize the need for thorough research, preparation, and understanding before considering such a venture. As we can see, there's no consensus among the experts. This lack of agreement highlights the complexity of the issue and the importance of approaching it with a great deal of caution and respect for these powerful creatures. So, what would living with a crocodile actually entail? Well, it's not quite like having a dog or a cat, that's for sure. Crocodiles are creatures of a different scale, literally and figuratively. First and foremost, they require a considerable amount of space. In the wild, these powerful reptiles roam vast wetlands and rivers. To keep a crocodile healthy and stress-free, you'd need to replicate such an environment at home. Imagine transforming your living room into a swampy sanctuary. It's certainly not a feat for the faint-hearted. Next, we move on to the diet. Crocodiles aren't exactly vegetarians. They feast on a variety of animals, from fish to birds and even larger mammals when they're fully grown. This means a steady supply of fresh meat, a task that's not only costly but also quite challenging to manage on a daily basis. Then, there's the climate. Crocodiles are cold-blooded creatures, meaning they rely on their environment to regulate their body temperature. They need warm tropical conditions to thrive. For most of us, maintaining such a climate in our homes would be impractical, not to mention the skyrocketing energy bills. But perhaps the most daunting aspect of living with a crocodile is the potential for aggression. While they might look calm and docile when basking in the sun, crocodiles are naturally territorial and can be unpredictable. A simple misunderstanding could turn a peaceful moment into a dangerous situation. And with a bite force that's one of the strongest in the animal kingdom, it's a risk that can't be underestimated. Lastly, providing appropriate care for a crocodile is a difficult task. They require regular health checks and need to be handled by trained professionals. This isn't something that can be learned overnight, and it's definitely not a responsibility to be taken lightly. Clearly, keeping a crocodile as a pet is no small undertaking. It's a commitment that demands time, resources, and a deep understanding of these magnificent creatures. Let's move on to some success stories and cautionary tales in the next scene. Despite these challenges, some people have attempted to live with crocodiles. Let's delve into some of these fascinating tales. Consider Gilberto Shedden, a fisherman from Costa Rica, who formed an unlikely friendship with a crocodile named Pocho. After nursing the injured reptile back to health, Shedden and Pocho developed an extraordinary bond. They would swim together, play, and Pocho even responded to his name. This story, however, is a rare exception and not a recommended practice. On the other side of the spectrum, we have stories that serve as cautionary tales. Take the case of a man in Indonesia who kept a saltwater crocodile as a pet for over 2 decades. The crocodile, named Kojek, was kept in a small enclosure and fed a diet of live chickens. This story ended in tragedy when the man was found lifeless in the crocodile's enclosure. This unfortunate incident underlines the inherent risks of keeping such a powerful and unpredictable creature as a pet. In Florida, there's another cautionary tale. A family kept a crocodile named Cuddles in their backyard pool. Cuddles grew from a manageable hatchling to an 8-foot-long adult crocodile. Despite being hand-fed and seemingly domesticated, Cuddles reminded everyone of his wild nature when he bit a neighbor. Thankfully, no one was seriously injured, but the incident served as a stark reminder of the risks involved. But let's not forget the story of Cheeto and Pocho, which ended on a positive note. After Pocho's death from natural causes, Shedden held a large public funeral for his reptilian friend. This story is a testament to the deep bond that can form between humans and animals, even ones as inherently dangerous as crocodiles. Remember, these stories are exceptions to the rule, not the norm. They illustrate the potential for both deep friendship and serious danger when attempting to live with a crocodile. It's essential to stress that these creatures are not suitable pets for most people. They are wild animals that require specific care and environments to thrive. These stories illustrate the potential rewards and risks of living with a crocodile. Given all these factors, should you try to make a crocodile your next pet? It's a question that's not as easy to answer as one might think. We've taken you through a journey, discussing the unusual choice of having a crocodile as a pet, what the experts have to say, the challenges you might face, and even shared some success stories and cautionary tales. As we recap, it's important to remember that crocodiles are not your everyday pets. They are large, potentially dangerous, and have specific needs that can be challenging to meet in a domestic setting. Experts have weighed in on this, highlighting the importance of understanding the nature of such a creature, its needs, diet, and behavior. They've pointed out that these are not animals that can be domesticated like dogs or cats. Additionally, we've discussed the challenges that can arise from living with a crocodile. From the need for a suitable environment to the potential danger they can pose, these are not issues to be taken lightly. We've shared stories of those who have successfully lived with crocodiles and those who have faced serious consequences due to lack of preparation or understanding. However, it's not all doom and gloom. Some people have managed to create a harmonious living situation with these fascinating creatures. They've done so through extensive research, preparation, and a deep understanding of the animal's needs. These individuals serve as a testament to what can be achieved when one approaches such a decision responsibly. Having considered all these points, it becomes clear that deciding to make a crocodile your pet is not a decision to be made lightly. It goes beyond the novelty and requires a deep understanding and a significant commitment. Before you decide to bring a crocodile into your home, remember to consider all the implications. After all, a pet is a lifelong commitment, not just a novelty. Make sure you're making a responsible choice, not just for you, but for the well-being of the animal as well.